recently I made a video called I Stopped Listening to Music for 30 Days. And that video goes over my processes, my thought processes, and everything else. But the one thing I really never touched on was silence. That silence is pressure, right? So much so that I forgot I had a booth that is geared towards silence. As you can see, this is a whole different location, right, that I'm in right now. And being in this space, being in this room, reinforced the idea that I was using music as an outlet to fill a void that silence had already filled. What do I mean by this? Okay, so basically, I used to never really be able to listen to music. Like I didn't get into music until like the later parts of my actual life, right? And the thing was silence was always there. I consider myself to be a journalist at heart, meaning that, you know, every single idea that I had expelled out of me. Maybe not on paper as I would have liked, right? But every idea, every question, everything came from within myself, right? And when I began to listen to music, I thought, okay, well, this is normal, right? Because since I had this thing with silence, it led me to like talk to myself, and people found that to be weird, right? My dad used to always tell me that, like, that even he had, his times where he would talk to himself, and he felt kind of odd. Okay, so maybe it's like a hereditary thing. I don't know, but the music that I was listening to was hip hop at at the actual time, and so I thought, okay, well, since since hip hop is being played in my environment and everything. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna hop on this, right? And that music I thought would like make me stop reaching for silence, but it actually kind of increased that because the thoughts came out more, right? The thoughts came out more. They got louder and they expelled faster. It was kind of like it was so weird, and I didn't really even realize this until this challenge, right? Silence, it taught me so much about myself and the world around me, right? It taught me that when I actually fully began to indulge in silence, it taught me that I'm low key a philosopher, right? Like it's weird, but kind of, right? Now, why do I say that? Right? Okay, cool. That's because when I began to actually record my thoughts on paper, and when I um like journaled and everything, this one thing stuck out to me. So I bought two journals recently, or like a few months ago. One of them was a Carl Jung journal, right? And in that journal, believe it or not, me and him had the same ideas. Like me and him had the same ideas. Like he asked this one question where it was just like, hey, like you put all this time and energy into other people, but why don't you put that in into yourself? My question was, hey, you put all the time and energy into your job, but you don't put that back into yourself. See, kind of like the same question but different in a way, right? So I'm on his type of time. Now, that silence also led me to discover that, you know, that the journey that I'm on now is the destination. There is no exit. This journey is a continuous journey. It's a lifelong journey of practice, which is another philosophical belief. And if it's not, it should be, right? And that's the thing. Like it literally just it kept making me evolve. So why did I really reject it, right? And it kind of like and it kind of stems it stemmed back to environment and how environment will slowly trap you and eventually kind of like kill it will kill what makes you you in a way, right? Because everybody that I know listens to some type of form of hip hop music, and they don't really question it. They don't question any of the material. They don't question any of the messaging. They don't question anything. Silence literally made me question everything. Silence literally made me question whether hip hop was the culture for me or not, which was so mind blowing because I literally sat there and argued to the wind. I sat there and argued like I had a conversation with myself, right? And I literally sat there for days. Like I'm on like at least at this point I'm like on day 15, and I'm sitting there thinking like, "Yo, is this culture even for me? Like what am I getting out of this? Um what am I what am I doing here? Like what am I doing? What have I been doing listening to the type of music for so long? Why did I do this? Who told me that this was okay?" And the only answer that I kept getting was it was your environment, your environment, your environment, your environment, your environment. Silence kept pushing that into my brain, into my face. Like, yo, bro, it's your environment. Why can't you see it? And that's the thing. Like, it just taught me, it just kept reaffirming that this was the answer. It was my environment, right? Silence, like, and that's the thing. Like, when you fully sit in silence, it does wonders. Like, as I just stated before. And the fact that we block silence out is insane. Like, I don't know. Because, see, people claim that when you talk to yourself and everything, you have a mental disability, right? Now, my claim, I'm not denying or confirming that, but my thing is, it seemed like the mental disability kind of resides in the people that can't sit with silence. Like, silence is you. You are silence. Silence is you, right? Because when you turn your phone off, when you turn that song off, when you turn your game off, what do you really have? You have silence. You can actually hear you can hear you think. You can hear your actual heartbeat, right? When was the last time that you heard your own heartbeat? Like right now you can feel it, but can you see it? Or can you hear it? Right? When was the last time that you actually listened to you internally? When was that last time? Again, you are silence. And the fact that you can't sit with it is crazy. My whole philosophy on this is sit with your thoughts for 10 minutes. Sit in that silence for 10 minutes, right? No matter what comes at you, right? No matter what comes at you, sit with that because that's who you actually are. That's who you represent, okay? Silence is confrontation. And I realize that people really do have a hard time with confrontation. See, people think that they're all like rough and tough. And and this goes for anybody. It don't matter if you are a boxer, if you walk around toting, you know what I'm saying, sticks and Glocks and whatever else, right? You think you might be tough until it's time to sit with yourself. Then you become weak because you can't do that, right? The strongest people alive sit with their thoughts, bro. Okay? The strongest people alive sit in a space where they can hear where they can hear themselves think. Silence is confrontation. and you can't deflect it. You can't dodge it. You can't, like, people go their whole lives not listening to them because they don't think about it, right? That thought never crosses their actual mind. But that is the case. As soon as you do it, the thoughts are going to either come slowly or rapidly, and you have to be ready to approach everything. Because once you do this, the reason why I say sit with your thought for 10 minutes is that's the entry point, right? That's the entry point. If you can do that, if you can spare 10 minutes, everybody at least has 10 minutes in their day, every day. Ain't nobody busy to where they don't have 10 minutes. You listen, I done did 15-hour shifts back to back to back to back. And I get breaks in between them. I could sit with myself in silence. So you can't use that excuse of, oh, I have a job, and or oh, I have kids. Even if you have kids, bro, I'm not gonna lie, that little baby gonna go to sleep at some point. And you could sit there for at least a little bit and think. It's not impossible. Just do it. Just do it. And in a lot of complaints that I get when I say this to people is they say that they can't do it because all the thoughts just keep rushing, right? But see, here's the thing though. Silence is also like, well, the noise that you use to block out silence is like a dam. So think of like the Hoover Dam. The Hoover Dam blocks the water, right? The the noise is your Hoover Dam. It blocks the silence. So when you open the floodgates, guess what? Everything that you pushed back there comes flooding out at you at an alarming rate, and you can't handle it, right? Sitting with your thoughts for 10 minutes allows you to handle some of it. Not all of it, but some of it. Because when you handle some of it, you can handle all of it. Hey, I'm just saying, silence is literally everything. Okay? Y'all have to understand that. Silence was not the most important part, but it was like, yeah, well, actually, no, it was the most important part of this whole journey because I didn't have another option. I mean, sure, I had audiobooks and everything, right? But throughout the majority of my day, I had nothing but silence. I heard myself, I talked to myself, and because of that, like, I became better. I gained happiness, right? I gained happiness. I gained clarity, right? I gained a lot of, like, just all the good things that come with that. I gained all that stuff. And you can do the same thing. Give up the music, claim silence. It's a reward that you get instantly, and y'all don't even understand. It's a reward. It's rewarding you, like, because see what happens when you open the floodgates, right? And you deal with whatever is on that is coming out of those floodgates. After you deal with that, bro, you get rewarded immensely. And it's constant rewards, it's constant thoughts, right? You can have $1 million idea right now that's being blocked by noise right now. You don't even realize that, do you? You can have a whole $1 billion idea right now, and you don't even realize that because you are blocking your actual, like, you're blocking your silence with noise, with your phone, with YouTube, like you're like, or with, like, short form content, with doom scrolling, with all of that. You're blocking you. How can you stop yourself? How can you block you from you, bro? Okay, that's like when you meet a girl, right? And she got like a friend, and you wanna talk to, like, that one girl, but her friend step in, like, oh no, she's fine. Oh no, right? That's how you is, but with yourself. Come on, bro. Don't be a blocker now, gang. Don't do that. Okay? And when you stop doing that, you're gonna realize that silence the whole time was the best song ever that you'll ever hear in your life. Don't nothing beat silence, gang. Don't nothing beat silence. So yo, if you have been able to sit with your silence, to sit with your thoughts, leave it in the comments down below. What did you unlock? Tell me down below. What did you hear? What did you see in your thoughts? Tell me all of that because I want to know. Has anybody been able to like really conquer this? Has anybody been able to really change their lives? I changed mine. All right. And while you leave a comment, bro, like this video and subscribe. Come on, bro. I post videos every day, bro. Every day I'm back on the channel. Subscribe, gang. All right. And with that being said, I'm out, guys. Peace.